His name means enlightened by God. A small story, but yet so impactful. A story featuring a hero father. He was a ruler of a synagogue, responsible for order, maintenance, administration, and the worship service. A man who was famous and held in high regard. A Jew above Jews. A man appointed by the Jewish elders who at that time opposed the ministry of Christ. The Bible says he was a religious man. But that was not enough, as he recognized his own deficiencies. Being in position brought him power. As it says, the measure of a man is what he does with his power. This man, who was a ruler, was also a father. Stephen Conway says the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. From the outside, he looked strong, but from the inside, he was fighting a battle. His home was in crisis. His religion didn't offer him any peace or satisfaction. Yes, he was a busy man, but not too busy to be a dad to his only daughter. He dedicated his time for his daughter. I can imagine his daughter was number one on his priority list. Every smile of hers was a priceless moment to him. Her laugh would make him cry. Her songs would make him sleep. Her whispers would calm his spirits. Her touch would wake him up. And her tears would shatter him into pieces. His only daughter was dying. Howell Stephens says there is a big difference between worry and concern. A worried person sees a problem, but a concerned person solves a problem. And this father was so concerned about his daughter that he set out to find her a cure. A Chinese proverb states, a wise man makes his own decisions, but an ignorant man follows public opinion. He was caught in two minds. His actions would be costly, but losing his daughter would wreak havoc in his life. But he chose his daughter's life over his own reputation. His decision was truly based on his love for his daughter. Faith always involves a risk of potential loss. The size of your faith is not as important as where you put your faith in. He put his job on the line, risking everything because he believed that his faith is being put exactly where it needs to be. His confidence and faith was in a much bigger person. His confidence led him to being committed to the cure. They say motivation is what gets you started, but commitment is what keeps you going. There was no stopping this father. With sandals on his feet and a robe on his body, he ran towards his only hope. The cure he was so committed to find was the touch of the Master Jesus. And with Jesus in sight, he ran towards him, pressed through the crowd, humbled himself, fell at the feet of Jesus and cried, pleading him to come home and save his daughter's life. Jesus resisted the proud, but gave grace to the humble. Onwards towards saving this man's daughter. A father is not ashamed to cry out to Jesus for help. Patience is a calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than the one that you have in mind. As Jesus responded to the needs of the others who sought him, this father had to wait. As Jesus stopped and healed this woman with the issue of blood, this father must have been filled with encouragement and excitement as he was witnessing exactly what he wanted for his daughter, the miracle of healing. Until breaking news caught up to him, "Thy daughter is dead. Trouble not the master." So close yet so far. Things got worse before they got better. Before he came to Christ, his daughter was alive. But before he gets home with Christ, his daughter is no more. This man's world was turned upside down. I can only imagine all the emotions welled up within him. Grief over the loss of his only daughter. Anger over the interruption of this woman. Regret for not coming to Jesus sooner, and resentment that Jesus put the woman's needs ahead of his daughter's. But before he could act up on these emotions, he was given hope. "Fear not, believe only, and she shall be made whole." The value of that statement depends on who is saying it, and it was Jesus telling that to Jairus. Faith consists of believing even when it is beyond the power of reason to believe. Jesus' delay would only demonstrate his power in greater ways. Hope was still alive. Jairus believed and had faith in Jesus even though his daughter was no more. Robert Bolton quotes, "A belief is not merely an idea the mind possesses, it is an idea that possesses the mind." This idea of believing and depending on Jesus changed the life of Jairus, and the rest is history.